This is Shane, Hurricane Helms, inviting you to watch Rasslin Rage. That's Rasslin, Rasslin, Rage. And if not, what's up with that?
Oh! It's going down! This is Rasslin Rage! It's going down! This is Rasslin Rage! Scream it out loud! This is Rasslin Rage! Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade! It's going down! This is Rasslin Rage! We're doing now! This is Rasslin Rage! Scream it out loud! This is Rasslin Rage! Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade!
And now it's time for Rasslin Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
And hey, whoa, hey, see, now that Josh isn't here, everything's all messed up, dude. You see what happens? Josh, you're not here, but guess what? You're fired! Anyways, welcome to Rasslin Rage. This is 174, am I not mistaken?
Yes.
174 of Rasslin Rage, the show where we give you all the results from the Michigan independent wrestling scene, I guess you would say, the spot where it all goes down, where it happens. But we give it
sort of.
Right, sort of, because apparently we're not cool enough to give out results to certain
We can't
places.
give all of them.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on. We have 3 events to give you some results from this week. I am the creator, also the destroyer, and need be, of Rasslin Rage. That's right. I am the man with the plan, the boss man. That's right, Cody fucking Fleming. That's me. Joining me tonight right now is the one and the only, the real deal heel, Danny Beals, and supposedly getting in here eventually will be the 24-karat 5-star flavor general, Josh Harper, the owner, CEO, CFO of Happy Harper Ice Cream, and the official sponsor. That's correct, the official sponsor of Rasslin Rage and Michigan Independent Weekly. Did you know what Michigan Independent Weekly is? Dan, do you know what it is?
I know what it is.
Well,
do they know what it is?
I know what it is, too. Michigan Independent Weekly is live right here on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel every Tuesday at 6:30-ish. When I say ish, I mean that because this is, we run on XI time. It's just the way it is. It's the way life is.
It's a learned behavior.
That's correct. We that's how we roll. But that's where we give you all the information to attend any Michigan indie wrestling event here in the state of Michigan. That is right. Dan, why don't you go ahead and tell them all about one of our other sponsors?
Hey, I would love to tell them about Blue Collar Wrestling, BCWA. You can find them on Facebook at Go BCWA. Or you can find them online on the webpage at gobcwa.com. Now, it's been a while since they ran. They want to make sure that everybody is safe when they run.
Well, you know what? I feel like that we most likely will be the first people to know. Or if not, it'll be on Facebook for sure. Now, this would be where Josh would tell everybody all about his sponsorship, right?
You know what? Can I tell him?
Okay, tell him.
All right, listen. We are also, one of us, the one who's not here.
Why isn't he in the? See, he's in the chat, but he's not there.
Is sponsored by the 24-karat Lion, Jeremiah Goldman, and 24-karat Lion Production. Now, one of us was here to talk about 24-karat Lion. And one wasn't.
Yeah, that's true. But you can find Jeremiah Goldman and 24-Karat Lion Productions all over social media, as well as, we talked about it a little bit a minute ago, Happy Harper Ice Cream. That is correct. Hey, there he is. It's about time. Holy crikey. Here he comes. Here he comes. Dun, 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 dun.
This Daisy, I'm doing 95 through construction. What you talking about?
Oh, my Lord. So we were just talking about your sponsor, 24 Karat Lion.
The 24 Karat Line, Jeremiah Goldman, the best sponsor of sponsoring the best part of this or any other show. Not only that, not only is he a sponsor, not only is he a manager, but now he's one of the best promoters in the state of Michigan because Friday was fucking awesome.
Woo, yeah.
That's three.
Right,
all right,
man.
so that's two fucking awesomes. We got a
Great
fucking
show.
awesome out of you, a fucking awesome out of me. Do we get a fucking awesome out of Dan?
Fucking awesome.
Fuck, three fucking awesomes. So FU was fucking awesome. How do you like that? Fucking awesome.
But you know what? Now it's time for FU2.
Well, that is true. But
If you chew Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, Electric Boogaloo.
now we have results from, let's see, we have results from Cheap Heat, Pro Wrestling All-Stars, Housewarming, that's right. We also have, we had results from this one, and now we have results from Redemption, right? So we are definitely going to talk about those in a few minutes when we come back after this.
It's time to talk about Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment. Michigan independent wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best at breaking down the matches into each and every segment.
Rasslin Rage t-shirts are available on prowrestlingtees.com/Rasslin Rage. Just click the link in the description to visit our store on Pro Wrestling Tees website. Every shirt is 100% cotton and available in sizes up to 5X. Show your love for Rasslin Rage and get yours today. That is right. You can get Rasslin Rage t-shirts on prowrestlingtees.com. There's a link down in the description. Oh, by the way,
order me a new one. By the way,
also down in the description before we get in it is all the links to the promotions that we are covering tonight. And if you did not know, the group that we maintained, which is called Michigan Independent Weekly by Rasslin Rage, right? Down there's a link for that as well in the description. But in that group, there is a pinned post or whatever it is now. I don't know how they do it in the groups now, but it's pinned up in the top. It lists all the promotions in a document, and it has all their links in there. So as they come, I add them. And as they add their own stuff like YouTube and all that other wonderful stuff, I put it in there. So that's good, right? Hey, Zeke, what's up, bro? Let's give some shout outs, huh? We got Tony Garrix. Hello, sir. Welcome.
yeah. Chuck Stein's in the house.
Chuck Stein, Jeremiah Goldman. Hello to you, sir. Hello.
F5.
F5 Underground. Hello. And Zeke, the ref.
What's up, Zeke?
What up,
Ain't seen
Zeke?
you in a minute.
Nice. So, first up, ladies and gentlemen, is Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit, which was called Cheap Heat. It was at the Play Atlantis on Friday night, September 3rd, from Melvindale. If you don't know that by now, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you, because that's where a lot of the Pro Wrestling All-Stars is. You know, if it ain't there, it's the Victory Gym usually, and if it ain't there, it's at it's the Knights of Columbus in Detroit. I mean, so
Play Atlantis is right down the street from a Chick-fil-A, so I mean that's my favorite place.
Popeyes.
It's also down the street from a Popeyes.
Well, Popeyes is better. Anyways, moving on.
Chick-fil-A and wait in line when they're not open. So.
One Bradley Smothers was the host of this one. In the opening matchup, RC3 with the Guru defeated Josh's. Oh, where's my list? There it is. No, it's gone. The fifth most favorite wrestler. Oh, there it is. It's down on the floor. His fifth most favorite wrestler, top tier Tanner Nix by DQ, when Nix used the race to the top briefcase as a weapon.
Cheater.
Nick Moss took on the Spider and also took home the win.
Match number 3 was the dirty white boy Chuck Stein with the Guru
Found it.
defeating FIA by DQ when FIA's hired assistant Frederick Stubbs interfered in the match. Then sadistic Sean Lawhorn made the save, setting up a tag team match right after.
Oh, man. So in that next match, you had Detroit Puck of Detroit Chuck Stein. Detroit Stein. I like it, though.
I like that.
Right, Detroit Stein. He's got to come up with a move now. He calls it the Detroit Stein. So anyways, in Sean Lawhorn, sadistic Sean Lawhorn, if you didn't know that, defeats FIA, also known as Frank Isaac Anderson, and Frederick Stubbs in a tag team match when Chuck Stein pinned FIA.
Clean win for a dirty white boy. Pro Wrestling All-Stars Cruiser Core Champion, the demon known as
Bulak
took on the mysterious Movado and took the win. Unfortunately, one reporter reported that Kyle Coleman and top tier Tanner Nix were going to be used as weapons in this match. That's not what happened. I'm sorry. It was a fever dream I had and wild hopes.
Maybe, though, if they would have used them, it may have turned out a little different.
Maybe that's a match for a future date.
There you go. Match number 6 was Battle for the Briefcase as Atlas Hightower defeated top tier Tanner Nix. I guess he's not. He lost twice in one night. Can you really say you're top tier? Anyway, therefore, Tanner Nix retains. It was by count out. So Tanner Nix retains the race to the top briefcase. After the match, RC3 threw Tanner back in the ring, and Hightower hit Tanner Nix with a cutter to close out that show. So, Josh, does it help with Hightower at all? Did he beat the slot out of Tanner Nix to give him his second loss in one night?
Well, and you got two guys on Josh's list that are taking on each other. You got Atlas Hightower, the first most favorite wrestler of Josh, who, by the way, the next show we're talking to did nothing but give Atlas shit the entire time he was in the ring. Along with LJ Lawrence as well. I just would like to point that out. You were giving LJ lots of shit Friday, yeah. Josh. You asshole.
I think he got flipped off. Didn't Atlas finally just flip you off?
Yeah, dude. I'm surprised he didn't whoop his ass. But anyways, Atlas Hightower number 1 with Tanner Nix at number 5. So you got your 1 and 5.
Now, see, here's the thing. You guys keep going, oh, well, what about Atlas? Oh, what about Atlas? What about Happy Harper? Did you not see what Atlas Hightower did at FU Wrestling?
I seen what he did.
He opened up the Happy Harper cooler and he stole a pint of Happy Harper ice cream.
What kind was it?
What about Atlas? What about he stole food from my mouth? I have to get a second mortgage on my house because he stole a pint of ice cream from a small independent business.
What flavor was it? Do you remember? I know I remember.
You remember?
I was like, what? No!
And Atlas Hightower stole that. He stole it.
It was chocolate, dude. It's like a $40 fucking thing of ice cream, dude.
Hey, listen, add it up, man. Listen, hashtag Hightower owes you ice cream.
I have been meeting with the official lawyers that are on retainer for Happy Harper ice cream, and they will be bringing up grand larceny charges along with a $50 million emotional distress suit that he's been bringing up on me. So, it's going to move forward on this. I'm actually, I can't say any more because it's just going to have to go in front of the judge on this.
I did think you were going to cry. To be honest, I did. I thought you were going to cry.
I'm strong, man. I'm strong.
All right. Anyways, then the show all three of us were at, also on September 3rd, from Hamtramck, Michigan, For Us Wrestling presented Housewarming. That's right. In the opening match, well, before we say this place was kind of rad, right? It was a bar, had an outdoor area with some overhangs. And
It didn't look like an outdoor area once you got in it.
yeah, it was really cool. So, and the vibe from the get-go was stellar, and it carried on all night. And I was pretty drunk by the time I left. I know I
You're drunk by the time the show started.
probably was. But anyways, I can neither confirm nor deny neither of those statements. So,
Good prices on some beverages. Go to FU Wrestling and get yourself a good deal.
yeah. So, in the opening bout, we have Get Your Shit In Battle Rumble. Yes, you heard me correct. Get Your Shit In Battle Rumble. This match had people flying everywhere, including Atlas Hightower, LJ Lawrence, all of Cobra Kai.
90% of War Inc.
Yeah. And in the end, though, it was a wasteland. And the War Boy, Dre Jacobs, was the last man standing in the ring. And
Didn't he eliminate all of War Inc?
All multiple times.
well, he did. Well, I know that. So wait a minute.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
gotta
El
talk about that.
Ridiculoso was eliminated from the ring 10 times. 10 times. It's got to be some kind of fucking record. I mean, it's got to be a record, bro. 10 times. 10 times.
Now, so you had Warboy eliminated Hyena Hagen. Warboy eliminated El Ridiculoso. Warboy eliminated BRD. Now, if you are in the chat right now, you'll see a name that Jeremiah Goldmain has brought up, and that is Josh Morris. Okay? Josh Morris was the first person to come out in this Battle Rumble, and he lasted until the Final Four. Josh Morris is also one of the few people in Michigan Indie Wrestling that not only has his own music for intro music, but came out with someone rapping it for him.
He did. He had his own entourage.
That's how it started. FU Wrestling, Match 1, Battle Rumble.
And that little bit, that happened.
Entertainment. That's WrestleMania shit right there.
Well, that little bit that happened turned Josh against LJ. You booed LJ for a man who come out with his own rapper.
I booed every person until El Ridiculoso came out. Then I was like, nah, I'm sorry, I got to root for El Ridiculoso. Even if the most right woman of Michigan's not here, if I boo him, she'll know. So
it starts tingling. She's like, wait a minute, hold on, wait.
Damn Skippy.
Josh is booing El Ridiculoso. He gets a text right afterward. I seen it happen.
Now, after the Battle Rumble, the fans were treated to the very first time that Alex OnlyFans Zant casting couch segment. Okay. Now I'd like to point out, if you have seen Alex Van Zant at Pro Wrestling All Stars, if you've seen him across the state of many different promotions, this is not Alex Van Zant. This is a very different man. And yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to see that until I went to go see Rocky Horror Show later next month. Alex OnlyFans Zant's casting couch segment was with Jamie Eternal and JC Harvey. By the end of the segment, we had a new 3-person team. Yeah, because, dude, this show was so, I can't talk right because of this. Like my voice is still shot. It's now Sunday. They don't have a tag team division. They have a 3-way division, okay? And the first 3-way division, first 3-way team that was put out there was Jamie Eternal, JC Harvey, and Alex OnlyFans Zant, and they will be contending for the Trios Championship later this same show.
Yes. No. Josh talked about the difference in AOZ, okay, And he talked about Rocky Horror to the point where Josh and I actually talked about it would be a shame if AOZ was not cast as Frankenfurter in a future anything of that movie or that play.
There's we have Electric Boogaloo is going to be in this in October. I have to imagine.
Dude, I would love to see him in a Frankenfurter outfit. That would be great.
I'm honestly dying from anticipation.
Next was a match we sponsored. It was the Three Faces of Sheepy, who is in the chat. Hello, Sheepy.
Hello.
It was a handicap match versus Solo. Now, Sheepy was very kind. He brought Cody a shirt.
That's right here.
Huh.
This shirt is my fault.
It is. But Sheepy was kind, not because of that. Sheepy was kind because he doesn't hold it against me and Josh. He loves me and Josh. He holds nothing against us. He knows that if it would have been us, I'm just saying. Anyway, we got to see all three faces of Sheepy. And in the end, we saw the most deadliest version of Sheepy, which just happens to be my favorite. He came out and he annihilated Solo. So in the end, Sheepy over.
Oh, then is it my turn now? I was waiting. I didn't know. My bad. So in a People's Championship match, 3-way qualifier. It was Living the Cloud, one, versus LaDon Sanders, who, by the way, was giving out chicken. So now you are one of my favorite people because I got chicken. And it was warm chicken. Let's get that out there right now.
Yes.
It was warm.
He didn't give us no cold cake.
Yeah, he didn't give us none of that cold bullshit. He gave us some cold or some warm chicken versus Josh's 6th favorite wrestler, Kyler Coleman.
Who's Kyler Coleman?
Oh, bullshit. Anyways.
It's Tyler Colgate, dude. Be a professional. Call him by his name.
Anyways.
Hey, no.
But guess what?
Tyler.
Your 6th favorite wrestler, Kyler Coleman, wins and is now in is qualified, right? In a People's Championship.
Yes.
I wonder what the next match is.
I'd like to point out the fact that during the intermission, the People's Champion qualifier got chopped by all the people in attendance. So,
hey, you know what? No, really. I almost felt bad. I did. I helped the boy up. I helped dust him off. But I did lay a hell of a chop into his buddy. Just saying.
I've never had so much fun during intermission.
I was off doing other things.
True.
Yeah, we smell.
I mean, where else do you get to chop somebody for $1?
$1?
$1.
Whoa. That's cheap.
Could have chopped Kyler Coleman in his small little bird chest, man. And you're a breaking champion. You could have seen the hand. You probably could have seen your handprint on his back, like he's an anime character. You could have brought.
So listen. So Kyler and Dre Jacobs are both qualified for the People's Champion.
I'm so sorry. I promise.
Yeah, but
right correctly on your
so is there more people that are going to qualify? I wonder at FU2.
I hope not.
Kyler, I have to know, was this because Kyler says Dre Jacobs question mark. Are you saying you don't know who Dre Jacobs is? Or are you saying, oh my God?
No, he knows who he is. He's saying, what the fuck? That's a what the fuck moment. I guarantee that's a what the fuck moment. Putting money on it, yeah.
Oh God. That's where he realized that he better pay up his medical and his life insurance.
So who do we got for the next match?
Oh, Josh, it's you.
we had Jeremiah Goldmane and Stanley Cup winner Darren McCarty taking on Jason, and Jason did not have a chance against the Sultan of Swag Bending. Jeremiah Goldmane and Darren McCarty take home the win.
I can't wait to hear the dance say this.
Let's give it to the man. Let's give it to Jeremiah Goldmane. He, by the end of that match, he had made sure that they had to carry Sin out. He had to be carried not only out of the ring, out of the whole venue.
Whole place.
The whole place. Had to be, Jason had to be carried out after he messed with Jeremiah Goldmane.
Don't mess with Jeremiah
Check
Goldmane.
that.
You mess with the lion, you get bit.
Mm-hmm. All right, next up, we're Strange Bedfellows. Alex Only Zant.
Only fans, Ant.
Yes, Only Fans Zant. Jamie Eternal and JC Harvey. Now, listen, it took a little bit. JC, he was a little nervous, but the fans got him pumped up. All right. He went in there, he held his own for a minute.
How do you do this? How do you say this tag team, dude? Like La Sociedad Barracuda?
The three of them, yeah.
The three of them. First.
Barrica. Listen, you know, I mean, do we really need to say the name? Because they didn't win.
They didn't win.
They didn't win.
So we have the first ever.
Yeah. So the first ever FU Trios champion, and those belts are bad, by the way.
I will say those are hands down the most expensive trios belt I have ever seen.
True statement. Fact check that also.
And okay. So Alex
Hey,
Weir.
Have you ever seen trios championships that were worth more or better made?
No comment. Alex Weir. I'm not making. I ain't saying shit. Fuck you guys. Alex Weir took on Tommy Vendetta, both DTA members, and in this match we had a special guest referee, the one that they called Dad, the Colonel, the General, Aaron O'Ryan of DTA was the referee. He called it down the middle. He did. I got to give him props for that. It was a therapy-ordered brotherly love hardcore match. And hardcore it was because holy shit did Tommy Vendetta slam Alex Weir around quite a bit, right? Holy shit. So, Alex wins. Gets the 1, 2, 3. Alex is taken off, right? Goes to the back. And then Aaron is consoling Tommy, or they're talking. And as they're walking out of the ring, Tommy Vendetta throws Aaron O'Ryan back in the ring.
Into a ring post first.
Right. And I don't remember exactly what he did because I was under the influence of alcohol.
Pile driver.
That's what it was. See, there's a reason why I keep you two fuckers around. He hit him with a pile driver. Does that mean that there's a shakeup in the world of DTA? Is Death Threat Army slowly pulling apart?
I don't think, like, Cody, you've got two boys, okay? You've got your son. Your oldest, every once in a while, he probably puffs his chest up. Tries to pretend he's I'm a man now. I ain't got to do what Dad says, right? And every once in a while, you got to remind him, like, you are a young man. I am a man. I think that's what this was. Tommy Vendetta puffed his chest up. He stood up to Dad and went, I'm a man now. And I'm pretty sure pretty soon we're going to get Aaron O'Ryan reminding him, you might be a man. I am the man. I'm still the dad here.
Only one alpha.
I don't know. I'm not totally sold on that there, buddy. I think that
you think the young dog is ready to take lead of the pack?
I don't know if he's ready to take lead of the pack, but I think he's definitely on his own accord. I think he's
Maybe
ready
a
to
lone
go.
wolf
I
now.
think he's wanting to leave the bird nest and maybe wants to do some of his own shit his own way. So That's just my personal opinion. But who am I? I'm just a fucking dude with a YouTube channel that talks about wrestling in his basement. So, hey, fuck it. Anyways, moving on. Next up.
This is not in your mama's basement.
Nope, it's my basement.
There you go.
There you go. In the main event. Now let's back up. Let's back this up a little bit.
Back that ass up.
We have a match that was going to be determining the number one contender for who was going to face the winner of Adam fucking Wick taking on MM3. And he didn't show up. So John Tay Keith became the number one contender. And instead of just being the number one contender, he was inserted into this match. So as we were on our way to this match, I was extremely excited for Adam fucking Wick to take on the Process MM3. And then we got there. And this match went from absolutely amazing to looking bonkers with John Tay Keith, MM3, and Adam fucking Wick take each other on. Not in a one fall count, but a best of three. You had to get 2 falls to win this match. There was no schoolboy roll up. There was no, oh, I got you for 1 second. You had to get them twice to win this. To become the first 24-karat Lion Productions champion.
Yeah.
Not the first.
I'm sorry, to become the 24-karat Lion Productions champion. And we lost our shit.
It's John Tay Keith.
Like, all of them were absolutely, holy crap, this match was so close so many times.
So
All three got that first pinfall, and then there were multiple times when you're an inch away,
right.
just an inch away from being the new champion.
So now that we're ready to move on to the next results, I want to say this, dude. I want to talk about the entire vibe that was going on the entire night that we were there, man. Talk about. So I don't know if you two were ever into Wrestle Circus. Were you ever into Wrestle Circus?
I don't even know what Wrestle Circus is.
No? All right. Well, Wrestle Circus was a promotion out of Texas. And they ran shows in Texas, and they were like really good indie wrestling, man. They had a really good scene going on. It was just a really cool vibe. They used to do free streams on Twitch, and they would have their wrestlers would be interacting. And I mean, you're talking like people that are bigwigs now, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, like Tessa Blanchard. And I mean, you know, obviously she's a little scorned, you know, on the blacklist right now, but other bigwig indie wrestlers that we know of, Sammy Callahan, you know, Jake Christ, all these guys that we've seen on, you know, different guys. And I mean, I could go on. There's more than just that, you know, but Cody Rhodes was in Wrestle Circus for a while. There was a bunch of people in there anyways. And Wrestle Circus had this really badass vibe to it, dude. It was new. It was kind of edgy and what have you, but they just weren't over the top. And, you know, they had that Wrestle Circus theme, right? Like it's a circus. I really felt like this scene needed this show. I feel like Michigan needed this. Because it was different. It wasn't the same shit we see at every fucking indie event we go to.
That's it.
And this is real being fucking real right now. That was some straight up awesome shit. And I had a buzz, but dude, I had a fucking good time. And everybody that was there said the same exact fucking thing. They had a great time. At the end of the day, when the money's being counted and everything's all done, did the people have a good time and will they buy another ticket? And I believe the answer is fuck yes.
Now, Jeremiah had, when you know, in your interview, he had talked about that For Us wasn't just the name, that it really was. It was for the talent. It was for the fans. It was for us. And he delivered on making a believer out of me. That from beginning to end, The things that they all had in mind was everybody was part of this show.
Right.
You know, from if you left right after the show, I ask you next time, don't hang out for a little bit because
Ice cream.
it was an absolute blast even after the show.
Right.
Get there a little early because when the doors opened, it started. It might not have been wrestling matches that started, but things started.
Right. Yeah.
from the
Fucking
minute the door
clowns
opened.
making balloon animals and
Smack talk going on
yeah, it was great, dude.
till when we all were finally kicked out of the joint.
Right. Well, I don't know about that. I stumbled out of there. And I was really surprised that your car was not on blocks. But we do have to move on.
Yeah.
My seat didn't have pee in it. So
But I do have to. We do have to move on.
Ooh, we're ready.
Dante Keith won that match before Cody interrupted me. Just
Oh yeah, he did. He became the second. The next day, Saturday, September 4th, Independence Pro Wrestling was in Paw Paw, Michigan. As the show started, Jack Price comes out, calls out Adam Wick,
Of course he does.
and tells everybody how he wants to whoop that behind. He wants to whoop that.
Why can't you say ass? You hear that? He couldn't do it. It's even written in there. He wrote it as ass and then says behind.
Then
I like the fact he got quiet with behind like he was swearing. He was gonna whoop that behind.
Then Felix Memorial confronts Price on how Wick screwed them both. He wants a fair rematch. Price accepts. Before the bell rings, Price splinters a kendo stick over Felix's back. Bell rings. 1, 2, 3. Jack Price wins.
Well, what the hell's going on over that way? We got a different kind of guy over there on the other side of the state. Is there something in the water over there? Holy shnikes. But anyways, next, Jeremiah Goldman, saying this name again. And the Gold Team, Atwell and Kyler Coleman, come out and present LaDon Sanders with a challenge. Not a clap your cheeks, that one. But if he can win a handicap match, he'll win the opportunity to join the Gold Team. Oh, wow. LaDon loses, but Goldman says he's passed the test and now will have an opportunity to join the Gold Team.
It's
Interesting.
probably for the chicken.
Hey, I want some chicken.
I mean, I let him in. I let him in our group for some chicken.
I like chicken. Chicken's fucking good. Finger licking good.
Josh Raymond announced his retirement after 19 years of professional wrestling.
What?
Yeah, after hearing this news, Josh's tag team partner, Terry Van Avery, came out and pleads with Josh for one more match against the IPW Tag Team Champions, gracefully chosen for the belts. Josh accepts, and this sets up the main event.
I hope that's not real. I hope he's not really retiring, dude.
I hope not too. Josh has been around.
We haven't seen him in XI in so long, dude.
No, you know what? The last time did I see Josh last in XI, or did I see him last in Blue Water?
XI.
I think it was XI.
It was XI. I know.
Now, match number 3 was Jeremiah Nazareth taking on Marco Modelo. And he drops the dude with a retractable billy club and loses by DQ.
Loses. If I walk out the ring and you don't, I didn't lose.
I was gonna say, you get smacked with a billy club, trust me, you lose.
So there's a lot to say here. So are you ready?
Yep.
In the fourth matchup, it got a little crazy when Jimmy Shelwyn took on Sean Tyler from The Purge. Tyler goes to draw a chain. The ref spots it and takes it away, which is classic, right? Classic. Sean Tyler goes to get his chain, and next thing you know,
You saying that Sean Tyler would cheat?
I didn't say getting a chain is cheating. I said that's classic Sean Tyler. Don't be putting words into my mouth, dude. Anyways, while his back is turned, he pulls out another, allegedly. Hype grabs it and throws it behind him, striking the ref across the ankles with the chain. Oh, shit. The ref knows Hype has run into a bad streak of incidents involving the ref being harmed at his hands, regardless of whether he claims it's accidental or bad luck. The ref disqualifies, DQs, gets him out. You're out, Hype, get out, and runs to the back. Hype, frustrated, calls out the man who started this back at Trial by Combat back in April, Jeremiah Nazareth. Hype first accidentally pushed him off the ropes through a table and since then has had bad luck and bad reputation. He demands he come out, shake his hand, and accept his apology, or he's going to put his ass through a table for real for building a bad rep for him. They shake. Of course, they shake. And then Jeremiah draws the billy club from his pants and Nancy Kerrigan gives him a Nancy Kerrigan, right? So this moves him to the apron and throws him through the announce table. Boo.
Hey, you had that.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Stuff happens.
Is it?
Now, after all that, Adam Witt comes out and calls out Price. Then Jamal King, mad about his loss, the fact that Michiana title match should have been a one-on-one at IPW Grand Slam. He puts his IPW title #1 contendership on the line. After a back-and-forth match, Jamal King took the win and will now face Aaron O'Ryan for the IPW title at a future date.
You're going to die, Jamal.
Dude, you know what? Adam cannot be happy about that.
No, but Jamal's
Not
going
one
to die.
bit.
Jamal's
you know
going to
what?
die.
Sometimes
He's
you
going
gotta...
to get hurt so bad, he'll wonder where Percy is.
Then it was a 6-man battle royal for the #1 contender for the Michiana title. This match placed Solo versus miserable Mikey Mourner versus the technical time bomb, Just in Time, versus Forever Young versus Jackson Shadows versus Aaron Kaiser. Before the battle royal, Michiana champ Derek Wolf comes out, joins the commentary for the battle royal. Derek gives the commentary a little bit of trouble. I hear that's normal, according to Mr. Franchise. He's talking about, he always gives him trouble. Solo wins the battle royal. Then Wolf sneaks in and low blows Solo, tells the referee to ring the bell. Wolf hits Solo with the closing bell and wins.
Boo. Anyways, and in the main event, we have gracefully chosen first Josh Raymond, who announced his retirement, and Terry Van, did you say Averin? Averin. From what we were told, this match was a very back and forth, and after gracefully chosen held the titles for 573 days, there are new IPW Tag Team Champions. That is right. Josh Raymond and Terry Von Averin win the IPW Tag Team titles.
So maybe Josh will stick around for a while.
Hey, goodbye.
573 days, though.
But I mean,
Hey,
really count all 573
right,
days.
because we had a pandemic.
I don't know nothing about no pandemic.
Like, when it comes down to it, yes, Alex Weir is the longest reigning Blue Water Championship Wrestling Rising Star champion. But if he were to count every day, does it really count?
Yes.
No, it does not.
Did anybody beat him? Has anybody pinned his shoulders to the mat to take that title away?
I wonder how much I'd have to pay Skyjacker to come in there and hit you in the back of the head.
that was great. Hey guys, don't forget that you can like and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here, Rasslin Rage. There's a subscribe button around there somewhere. There's also a like button, a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the bell. That's the thing Josh loves the most, is the bell, because it will remind you when we go live or when new content is available. Like today, I uploaded a match between Solo and Kyler Coleman from XICW. You can check that out right here on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel. Also on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel, every Tuesday at 6:30-ish, you can find Michigan Independent Weekly, where we give you all the information to attend any Michigan Indie Wrestling event here. That's correct. Also, down in the description, you can find links to all the promotions that we talked about today and all their results. Please go follow them on all of their social media. That way you can stay way up to date on whatever events that they have coming up. Don't forget, Josh down here is the official sponsor of Rasslin Rage and Michigan Independent Weekly. That's right, Happy Harper Ice Cream. You can find them at Happy Harper Ice Cream on Facebook. You can order ice cream through him on Facebook. You can find him at a show and buy it there. But if you want a specific type, you better call him or you better message him in advance, because you just never know. You just never know what he's going to have.
We said that before. And what happened at FU, Josh? Somebody came up and what did they do? Asked for the one kind that you didn't bring.
Always. Oh, my favorite is I will bring 3 of a particular flavor. That 4th person that comes up, I'm sorry, I ain't got it.
Yeah.
Warboy is one that sells out almost. This time, I brought 6 pints of Warboy ice cream to FU Wrestling. I had 9 people that wanted them. I had to tell 3 people, I'm sorry.
Oh, you know what?
They need to pre-order.
They could have came to me. I had one.
Well, they pre-order.
I use pint. I'll sell you for 5.
There you go. That's right.
5-0.
Yeah. Don't forget about BCWA. You can check them out on their Facebook as well as their website. And don't forget that we have a Pro Wrestling Tees where you can buy T-shirts and all our audio content. We can't leave this out on Podbean, right? You can find a link down there for that. But if you don't like to listen on Podbean and say you listen somewhere else, you can listen anywhere that you get your podcast. You can listen on Amazon, Spotify, Pandora, you name it.
Everywhere.
That's right. We are everywhere. So just search Rasslin Rage with an R, R-A-S-S-L-I-N, Rage, and you will find our audio content. We are all up to date on that stuff, and the numbers are looking really good. But did you know what else? Did you know what else, ladies and gentlemen? And I think only Dan knows this. We now officially have a Patreon. We have not officially it is available, but we haven't officially rolled out the exclusive content for that Patreon yet. There's 2 levels right now. We have a $5 level and a $7 level. At the $5 level, you get booze and booze. At the $7 level, you get booze and booze and the cheat sheet, which is going to be exclusive content, not available here on YouTube, and it's only available for the people on Patreon. What is booze and booze? Booze and booze will be me drinking alcohol, maybe by myself, maybe with a guest. It's already been talked about with some people that want to come in and do it. Watching indie wrestling matches and having natural drunk reactions, because people think I'm funny when I'm drunk. And then the cheat sheet will be Mr. The Real Deal Heel Danny Wheel sitting down talking with the bad guys of indie wrestling and really getting down to what is a bad guy and how important a bad guy is to wrestling or indie wrestling in itself. And now I see...
That might be me trying to talk somebody into being a bad guy.
Now we have Josh down here. I seen you raising your hand. Do you have a question? And is it a legit question?
A legit wrestling question?
Do I have to pay for the Patreon?
At least my part you do.
Oh, Lord. But yeah, so that's the link's not down in the description yet because I haven't really got it all worked out yet. It's a new thing I'm learning how to do, and shit takes time, right? We'll figure it out. And we got to come up with more ways to come up with a different, a little bit more level. But what are we going to do? I don't know yet. We'll figure it out, though. We definitely will.
For $15 a month, me and Danny will send you pictures of us fully clothed. For anything less than $15 a month, for every dollar less than that, we remove an article of clothing. Socks don't count.
Right.
Yeah, and it goes into your messenger.
Oh, gee. So
Actually paying your mailman to force you to look at it for 5 seconds.
don't forget to scroll, bottom line, don't forget to scroll down into the description so that you guys can find all of our stuff as well as these wonderful promotions that we talked about tonight. And we will be back here on Tuesday. What's that?
Oh, yeah, on Tuesday. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah,
I got ahead of myself.
Talking about the show we're going to be at this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll be back Tuesday to talk about all that so that you guys have all the information to attend the events coming up this weekend. Well, the weekend coming up this weekend. Next. Well, it is Sunday, technically, so it's a new week, right?
Right.
So I can say this weekend.
I was going to say, we had a discussion. I know we're trying to get out of here. We had a discussion. And I meet with a couple of friends every morning for coffee. We had a discussion about what next Saturday means or next Thursday. And you know how many people aren't quite sure of what next week means or next Thursday? When you say a day, is it the Thursday coming up or the Thursday after?
Dude.
I would say, like currently, it's Sunday. So if you say Thursday, you're talking about Thursday. If you say next Thursday, using context clue without any context clues, I'm going to assume you're talking about the Thursday after the Thursday coming up.
Thank you.
I'm with
Thank
Josh.
you.
I'm with
Thank
Josh.
you. That's what I said too.
All right. So, anyways, we will be back here Tuesday, 6:30-ish for MIW, where we talk about all the events coming up for the weekend. And we may sprinkle in some matches and some other stuff because I've been messing around on the computer a lot, as you can see, because we are slowly approaching episode 100 of MIW. So I've been throwing some stuff out there to kind of show where we've came from and to where we are at now. So
we've almost got an idea together. Pretty close.
Who?
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole crew here. That's it. That's all I know.
Oh, damn. All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. And we will catch you again, like I said, right here for MIW on Rasslin Rage YouTube channel, r2youtube.com. The letter R, the number 2, youtube.com. We'll see you later. We're out of here.
Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.